Welcome to Section 3, Locating Web Elements in the Browser. In this section, we're going to take a look at implementing locators using Python. We'll talk about how you can identify many different elements using Python. And then lastly, we'll show you how to locate elements using XPath. Welcome to Implementing Locators using Python. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the code and we'll implement a random Wikipedia search. Next, I'll show you how to clean that up using a locators.py file. And then we'll tie everything together by using those locators in our code. So let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create a new file. I'm going to call this wiki.py. And before we start writing code, let's just do a quick walkthrough of what we want our code to do. So if you go to en.wikipedia.org, the main English homepage for Wikipedia, on the left sidebar, you'll see a link that says Random Article. Let's go ahead and right-click that article link, and we'll inspect it. And it looks like that article link is inside of a list element. It's a list item with the ID of n-random page. So that's how we want to trigger this random article. Basically, we want to tell Selenium, go to the Wikipedia homepage, click the random article, we'll have it wait, we'll print out the page title, and then we'll close Chrome Driver. So let's go ahead and write that in our code. Alright, so we'll start like we have in the past, and we'll say from Selenium import WebDriver. Then we'll also import time, and then we'll create our driver instance. Driver equal WebDriver.chrome. And we'll do like we did in the last few videos, where we have our Chrome driver executable in the same working directory. So now we have our driver, and we want to navigate to the Wikipedia homepage. Like so, we'll say driver.get https://en.wikipedia.org. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to find that random link. So we'll say random link equals, and then we'll use the driver dot find element by ID, and it was n random page, which was the ID of the random article link. So now that we've located the random link web element, we want to click it, just like you would do in the browser. So we'll say random link.click, and that should take care of that for us. So let's go ahead and have Chrome driver sleep for, let's say 5 seconds, just so we can visually make sure that it's doing what we expect it to do. Let's also go ahead and print out the page title, so driver.title, and then let's go ahead and say driver.quit. Great, so let's go ahead and run this and make sure that it works real quick. Say Python wiki.py, and here comes Chrome driver. It clicked on the random article for Anders Burkow. Looks good. We'll make sure that it printed out the page title, Anders Burkow Wikipedia. All right, great. Everything looks good. Now, one thing I want to clean up, and it's actually very helpful, is we'll talk about locators. So we use this long method, find element by ID. We can actually shorten that, and I'll show you how real quick. So let's actually create a new file, and we'll call that locators.py. Now make sure locators.py is in the same directory as your wiki.py file. And let's go ahead and import a class here. We'll say from selenium.webdriver.common.by import by. Now, by allows us to target different locators either using CSS selectors, link names, XPath, all sorts of things. We'll just be using the CSS selector for this example. So let's go ahead and make a class. We'll call it Wikipedia homepage. And we're just going to make one locator right now called random link. And then we'll say by.css selector, and then we'll say hash, which is the CSS selector for an ID, n-random random page. We'll close that. Now let's go back to our wiki.py, and down here on line 7, where it says find element by ID, we can shorten that to just find element. Now, let's also go ahead and import our locators. So we'll say from locators, import, and let's import the Wikipedia homepage class. And we'll go down to our find element, and we will pass this as an argument. So we'll do star Wikipedia homepage dot random link. So let's go ahead and save this and make sure that everything works the way we expect it to. So Python 3. Great, it went to a random page for Warsaw Shore Series 1, and yep, it printed out the page title.